Hello everyone and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast, the official podcast of competitive browser gaming, where our motto is, hey, why don't you just get up and dance, man?
Oh!
As always, I'm your host, Kieran, and with me on the mic are Clabs and Apfelord.
Kind of true. I like that motto, Kieran.
Yeah.
I relate to this.
That made me groove a little. I'm
Sometimes
grooving
you
now.
just gotta get up and dance.
Get the
You gotta
wiggles
get in the
out,
groove.
brethren.
Where's that
get
from,
in
Kieran?
the groove too. It's from Pump It Up. When you fail out of a chart, the guy goes, "Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, man?"
You know what? Good motto. Good motto. Hope everyone is doing well.
Yeah.
Big news over at ScratchRunning.
Mm-hmm.
Large news.
This is the news episode. We got a lot of news dropping today. I want you to hang on to the edge of your seats. You got some weather. It's pretty hot. We got.
Yep.
It didn't rain here.
There's a new movie coming out. And I don't have to say what it is, and that'll always be true.
There's always going to be a new movie coming out. It doesn't matter when you're listening to this episode. There's always going to be a movie coming out.
This is the timeless episode. We can just say things that will always be true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zelda has the best-selling game.
Yeah, the latest Zelda game, or the next upcoming one, it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
The new Nintendo music's pretty good as well.
Yo,
Yeah.
have you eaten pizza recently?
Oh man,
Yo.
guys, pizza's pretty
It's on my
good.
to-do list.
Guys, pizza is pretty good. Oh, I have a timeless one right now. I love eating this chocolate bar in this really nice weather. What a good banana. I am so happy that the globe is staying at a reasonable temperature and everything.
That's not timeless. That's probably not timeless.
We're running out of time.
Unfortunately, this globe is not doing well. But hey,
I'm going to die in the next 20 years.
that's definitely time bound.
Nick,
Yes.
you want to tell us a little bit about your news that isn't a project that probably came out before this podcast came out?
Yeah, it's kind of true.
It's news.
The thing is, we've all seen it. Super Fighter Re-Tournament.
Whoa.
Tournament is happening.
Have you actually said the name of that before?
I have never said the name of that
Because
before.
we just shared the project.
We just did, and it's kind of cool that something is happening. Not only like, okay, yes, it's a game that we're working on as a team on ScratchRunning here, and it's a, it's a game besides Taranga that I'm working on, which I actually paused development on Taranga a little.
What?
Because Steam was picking up on that, and it had to be done at some point. Let's be honest. I'm actually all for like doing a little extra project or a little Q&A project where people can just ask us stuff about SFRT, which is the new name of that. We can now say that instead of SFT.
SFRT, Super Fighter Re-Tournament.
Yep. But like before this whole conversation is just like all, here's us talking about SFRT and nobody gets to answer anything.
Edward can still use his iconic snowball move.
Yeah, but there's a lot more coming, and I hope the teaser trailer, whatnot, that we've put out shows at least a little bit of it. Maybe it just teases it. But, it was Edward's birthday after all, and we had to give him something.
Happy birthday, Edward.
Happy birthday, Ed.
The 22nd of May, that's in 4 days.
I hope people are excited.
I mean,
people are excited for this.
SFT is really fun. I am excited for a version
Super Fighter Tournament's a classic.
that will hopefully be better than the original.
Oh, I sure hope so, too. Definitely with less bugs. Are there going to be no bugs? Probably not. Maybe we'll even add a character that is a bug.
No game doesn't have bugs.
This is true.
Dude, a bug character would be kind of cool in that.
Oh, I love a bug character.
We could also do another contest where people can buy is gonna be great.
That's where our first bug character came from.
What if we have
maybe this time Tsukasa
sign-ups? What if the winner of the next SRCast contest gets a character added to the game?
Yep. That's crazy. Either
no
way,
self-inserts. This is my channel.
Get more. Make a new character. No self-insert.
New characters only.
Yes.
actually does sound pretty fun.
So true. And Tsukasa will have another chance at joining the SFRT roster. Could be happening. You're going to get a lot more news about SFRT now that the whole world knows about it.
Yeah, Arc now has a more of level 30.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the highest level of a more has been raised.
What?
That's true.
To 40.
That's broken.
Yep.
So that's really cool, and I'm really
Yep.
excited.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, we can make some videos. Might be fun to make some like video just talking about the design process too. We could have like a little dev, like a
Definitely.
dev trailer or something. Like here's some like stuff we worked on.
Yo, we get the Scratch Running Direct out.
Yeah,
I think that would be sick. That would be so sick. Let us know in the comments down below, guys.
Comments down
gals.
below.
If
Are
you'd
you
like
guys
to see
excited
that.
for Super Fighter Retournament?
Retournament.
Does not.
I call it retournament.
I'm gonna say it does not roll off the tongue. That does not.
Does
roll
it not?
The return
Like it's retournament?
Return.
Like
and then-
return?
Okay,
No?
American.
okay, it's clever. It's clever. I'll say that it's clever.
Return.
Man,
Unless
But I
you-
hate it.
it just doesn't come off the tongue very easily.
Super Fighter Retournament.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I don't know. It's people are gonna get used to it, like
Oh, yeah,
they
for
got
sure.
used to Taranga. I'm still taking my time with that, to get used to the name
Well, SFRT
But-
is probably what people are just gonna call it, which will.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Super Fighter Tournament already was like too long of a name.
Listen,
I just called that SFT.
Yeah, SFT.
Yeah.
I have my own news, by the way.
Oh yes.
New news just dropped?
I have a little Clabs news, a little Goomblegurt 2 news.
What?
We're dropping on the.
Is it
pod.
finally happening?
It's finally happening. I am intending.
Development has now started.
I'm
The
gonna
spirits of
poke you.
Goomble and Gert have awoken.
I'm gonna poke you. Listen, I've been working on Goomblegurt 2 for like a billion years. I had to scrap the first version of the project because Scratch changed
Ooh.
some stuff and the updates. That was a long time
Bro.
ago though. And then like I spent a million years making all the Goombles, programming online fighting, and then it's like now I have to do some like saves and story stuff, and it's like this is gonna take a pretty long time. And I have like a lot of the core mechanics done. Now it's just like stitching together the like some of the internals.
Like,
So
yeah,
the-
the story and things.
the plan is I'm gonna do an earlier release, and we're gonna do some stories that are gonna come out in like chapters, which will update as the project.
That sounds fun.
Oh.
That way people can get their hands on it, play it, report bugs.
Like Deltarune.
Yeah, because I mean it'd be a shame
Yeah.
if I made the full game and there was like a bunch of game breaking bugs anyways on like the first week, and I'd be stressed over like fixing all of them.
Yeah, if people could just farm Manticle Swarmers forever, wouldn't that be great?
that wouldn't have to be a shame.
That would be insane.
So it'd be nice
Level
to be
20,
able to.
the pinnacle of power for a Goomble.
It'd be nice to be able to release it, and then for people to be able to like help develop it too. Like if people are able to improve on the engine, or people get really passionate about the game. Because I'll tell you, the online stuff
totally.
is
That's
really
what Scratch
fun.
is there for.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think people
Yeah.
are gonna really dig just playing and doing like the competitive aspect of it. So I'd love for people to be able to get their hands.
You have no idea how much Goomble Gert I'm gonna play.
How much Goomble you're gonna Gert?
Yeah, see if I can fit it in after finishing the Splatoon 3 catalog for the season.
there
Oh
are
man, that's just also never
two
ending.
stipulations, right? Or like add-ons to what like this is gonna be. First of
Did
all,
you say add-ons?
because oh no, because the game is gonna be not all the areas are gonna be in the game. I'm gonna have an NPC that you can just buy random Goombles from.
Okay. Like
And-
it's a gacha game. You even got that, dude. It's perfect.
Put the
Yes.
gacha in there or something.
RNG.
Oh.
And then there's something I'm trying to figure out how I want to balance it, because we're only going to have the early game, and I don't really want people to like level their Goobles up to the max level before the next chapter comes out. I'm
see.
considering
I see.
level capping, but that also prevents competitive players from evolving certain Goombles. Like when you play online, it's going to cap your Goombles out to the max level no matter what.
Yeah, I was also gonna say that. Yeah.
But
Pokemon does it sometimes.
But for evolution, it's a little awkward. What I might do is I'll cap the level at like level 10, but you can talk to a guy who will evolve your Goombles like until the final release is out.
I see. And you're probably gonna keep some stuff secret anyway, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not gonna
like a bunch of Goombles that just don't. Yeah.
Would it be a collabs release without some secrets?
Absolutely.
Right?
I will say I'm not intending right now to go through the database and remove like Goombles. I haven't implemented what would be considered spoiler Goombles at this point anyways. So people are going to have access to like the full 250 Goomble roster or whatever it's at right now. The only thing I am going to have the event Goombles still locked like from online until those like months pass. So that means I'm going to have the events in the first release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, this is so cool. I've only heard about this now. And this is big news. Are we
gonna get a collabs Goomble on July 17th?
Right? Collabs Day? Is it happening?
That's the date, right?
I didn't add one, but I could add one pretty easily.
Wait, isn't it June 17th?
No,
July.
a scratch commenter said it was June 17th, but I remember it as the date on the calendar emoji.
Yeah, it is calendar day.
I have it set in my calendar to Collabs Day, July 17th.
Happy Collabs Day.
Collabs Day.
Not yet.
Mark your calendar emoji.
Yeah. So we're gonna have the new game, Super Fighter Retournament, and we're gonna have Goomblegurt 2,
that work well.
Which is probably gonna come out after Common Adventures 3.
Oh, is that somehow gonna tie into it?
Oh yeah, like all this stuff ties into it.
Everything is canon, Nick.
Holy smokes, dude. People will be eating good.
Yeah.
With all these games coming out. Of course, it's always hard to say when exactly things are going to happen. Same with SFRT.
Yeah.
But, that is one thing I can say for sure where I don't want it to take as long as, Taranga or what else. So expect that. Hopefully, we still want to deliver a good game, and Claps probably does too.
Yep.
With GG2, but I think us developers, we also grow impatient with, we need the dopamine rush of people liking and favoriting. No, I'm kidding. But it's also just nice to get some feedback every now and then. And I think one great decision was to release the Taranga or Monster World preview at all, right?
Right.
Because that already has turned into so much. Imagine if I never released that and just...
If you were still working on Taranga today, you wouldn't have my feedback. You wouldn't have the whole community around the game.
So that's a great choice. If you're doing a mountain of a project, making a mountain of a project, why not? I think that's a great choice.
Yeah, and it's not it's not a paid
one hill
game.
at a time.
I'm not releasing a game early access that people will pay for and then abandoning it. It's a free game, and I think a lot of people have been waiting a long time, and I think it's fair to let people get their hands on it, play it, see what they like, and give input. I only ask that people are patient with learning the meta because it's pretty intricate, and we've put a lot of time into designing it. We've had a lot of play testers. We've changed it a lot. I think it's at a pretty good spot.
I've changed it a lot.
If anything is OP, we might do some nerfs, but honestly, my preferred philosophy is to buff the weaker ones first rather than nerfing the strong ones.
So what you're saying is let it cook.
Let it cook. There's so many Goombles. There's probably counters that you don't know yet because there's so many crazy combinations. There's
we've had our hands on Goomblegurt, but the rest of the people haven't, and that's what I think is the point of releasing the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go online and put that meta into public circulation.
Absolutely.
Talking about meta and online stuff, you guys have probably all heard about it already, but just in case you haven't, Fringe of Forces is now officially online.
Fringe of Forces is back in POG form.
It is so pogged. And I honestly, like, I still have yet to play against someone because...
Yeah.
I've been playing Splatoon 3.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true. But I've also
Nick's
moved
been
into a
moving.
new place at the start of this month, May,
Very cool.
which just ate up a lot of time
Yeah, no, for sure.
in general. Just, I now have a garden.
You have
Was
a
it worth it?
garden?
It was so worth it. The place is awesome. The kitchen is beautiful. Which is something I told Karen this not too long ago is how I know I've like gotten older is when I can get excited about kitchens.
Yeah.
Like
Good.
it's a good looking one. And with having a garden just comes like a bunch of new like type of furniture you have to consider and stuff like that.
Is this a room you're renting?
A flat or what do you mean?
Yeah, like is this property that you like took out?
I'm renting it. I don't own it.
You don't own the house.
Yeah. It would be sick, but we're
In this economy?
yeah, exactly. That's the problem, right? Is buying anything, like buying this property would have cost a lot more than they can probably even have by this point.
That's fair. That's fair. I know that all that stuff is better in Europe than America, so it did feel unreasonable to ask there.
I see.
Yeah.
Although there are definitely places like I'm pretty much like in the middle of a city.
Yeah,
here,
so it's
which is
pretty
cool at all that I have a garden and like it's a pretty how do you say it? It's a quiet spot, and that's I think worth a lot. But if you like find some houses and whatnot like outside of the main cities and in a little more rural is that the word?
Rural.
I just
It's probably
That's a hard word.
probably cheaper the further away you are from.
they're a lot cheaper. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Still not super cheap for a 25-year-old dude, but cheaper for sure.
Yeah.
So that's that. I've also now that we've moved on. I didn't want to move on from talking about
Yeah, we can keep talking about it.
FOF online so
Yeah.
quickly, but I would just want to encourage everybody to go play it again.
I
just wanted to say why
tried
I haven't been
to play some FOF online, but then I just kind of stuck around searching for a Q for like a bit, and then I got off.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is maybe the
Scratch.
moment I mentioned the Splatoon online thing too, because
Oh yeah. Whose idea was 30-man turf war?
I don't know. But one great
as
thing
an actual Splatoon player, I have a few complaints.
it's cool that it exists though. By Funny Animator Jim, is that right?
Yes, it's Funny Animator Jim TV.
Yes. And one cool thing that they did was make like a timer for like a meetup. So at this specific point, everybody log on so you can all play together. And I think
that's kind of like Monster Melee Saturday, but it's just a splat meet.
Yep. And I think that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And that's programmed into the game.
Yeah. So everyone can see
really
it.
Cool. Oh, I'm
Yes.
recommending Googlegurt actually.
I can't think of a name as good as splat meet.
Goombel Gertz Day.
A Goombel Gathering.
Goombel Gathering is great.
Monster Melee Saturday wishes it was the Goombel Gathering.
I'm gonna make a card game called Goombel the Gathering.
Oh my goodness.
It's
oh my
perfect.
Goombel.
My god. It's gonna be great.
Gert.
You're gonna have just the 3, like instead of the 5, what is it, elements that Magic the Gathering has? You can have just 3.
Oil, chalk, and pepper.
Okay, then there's also the last one.
Oh yeah.
But
Redacted.
Well, I guess there's neutral as well.
yeah. Oh, there's also neutral beyond that.
There's
Yeah, there are typeless moves.
there are a couple of typeless Goombels as well that get stabbed from using typeless moves,
Ooh.
which are scary.
Crazy if true.
Interesting.
Because typeless moves are already kind of a little strong because they don't have stab.
Normal type Pokemon wish they were neutral Goombas.
True.
That Splatoon game did a lot of things right with being an online game on Scratch.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually encourage the people to play online at specific, times or something. Otherwise, it's just gonna end up like Monster
It's
Melee.
just gonna-
Hey, no,
yeah.
I'm
I
kidding.
miss Melee.
Yeah,
Melee's
we
a
should play
good
that more.
game.
But getting people to play Melee is really hard because
Yep.
it's just a difficult game.
Well, yeah, and
Get
if you're
into
good at Melee, you're really good at Melee. It's kind of stompy,
Yeah.
depending on like the skill gap.
Oh, Clabs, can you...
At least with a certain other genre of game that I'm all right at, there are other people that are good at it. I'm in the dance game community.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
That's cool.
Found my people.
I think for a game that's more complicated with like a team you have to assemble, like Gumbelgurt too, you're also going to have to have a team and stuff. Clabs, are you going to do a thing where like people can just like get a weekly team or something and just play with that?
Oh, interesting.
Rental team.
I was thinking about having randoms because we play randoms.
Oh, that is cool.
And
yes,
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like draft mode even.
Would you exclude spoiler Goombas from randoms?
Well, again, there's
Probably
not really any spoiler Goombas added to the game yet. I might exclude...
Actually, I guess we have seen them all on Professor Pistachio.
Yeah, like, I'm not hiding too much. Like, the dodecahedron's in the game. Like, we all know this.
Gasp.
Professor Pistachio.
Yeah, that has been long been on, like, the announcements and the development track.
The radar.
And other than that, like, not a lot of the Goombas in are technically, like, story Goombas that are going to have spoilers. The only thing is, I'm probably going to continue to have the holiday and event Goombas locked behind until they're unlocked.
Totally. That makes sense. I mean, it's a great idea to just have, like, event Goombas.
Yeah.
As a concept where people like, oh, it's Christmas. Maybe I should log into Gumbelgurt today. But it's probably going to be the time around Christmas, right?
Yeah, it's just December. It's month-based. So if it's December, you can get the Hanukkah Goombal, you can get the Christmas Goombal.
So
what even happens in July?
I think
besides
Clabs Day. Clabs Day.
Might be a Zodiac Goombal. Just as it, like there's at least a Zodiac Goombal for every month.
Yeah.
So I think there is current month in Scratch.
Yeah.
There's
that's
also
right.
days since, so you can probably always... a current month is probably still better to use. Can people trick that?
I mean, it's based on the internal clock of the PC. So.
So yes, they can.
So
maybe Clabs would just have to like manually change a cloud var.
Is days since 2000 local?
No,
I'm running everything off of days
I hope
since
not.
2000.
Oh,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Days since 2000's Scratch.
Yeah,
I hope.
I mean, if it isn't, I need to change a lot of my online engine because it runs on that.
Maybe that's why we have so much latency.
Well, to be fair, the Gumbelgurt online system is like specifically not based around constant pinging. It's based around like checking a day since 2000 if like 3 minutes have passed. So I did that because whenever you do these like online games on Scratch, they have a bunch of people playing and they're constantly pinging the cloud variables. Things break so often.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Monster Melee should do that. Goombal Melee should do that.
Man, I really hope they that variable is now that is not local.
I heard some like whispers of it not being so, but then every time I've tested it so far, it seemed fine.
Okay.
But then again, maybe people just didn't have like messed up computers. If it's local, that's so annoying.
True.
It will always be funny that we're talking about the days since 2000.
Yeah, right?
Block.
That is like why did they do that?
That's hidden technology. That's some Super Mario 64 A button challenge type.
2000 block. I'm looking down the
Days
wiki
since
right now.
2000.
I just want to. I need it. I need to know for my own sanity.
That's a Panon video waiting to happen.
It doesn't even say. Many question the use of this block.
Scratch
I don't.
Wiki.
It's a really useful block. If it works.
Many question the use of this block.
It's a
Is that what it says on the wiki?
And some of us have answers to the use of this block.
People talking about removing this block. Oh my goodness. What
Imagine
the
the timeline without days since 2000.
you need this block. It's the only like time syncing block in this freaking programming.
In the entire Scratch language.
Clabs, I'm sorry to tell you, every single Scratch update that's gonna come out is gonna break Gumbelgurt once more.
Days since 2000.
Okay, this user from 2016 says it uses UTC instead of the local time zone. Super useful for cloud data stuff.
W.
Yeah, it is. Listen, I have someone send to their like action and then the current timestamp, and then you both just like look at that timestamp, and if the other person takes too long to respond, they lose. Rather than having to be like send data back and forth to see if you're online.
Yeah, that's really cool. I never thought about using it that way.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never thought the SRCast would be a place where people would find new like ideas for programming, but here we are. Clabs keeps, bringing
yet another Bango post.
Yep. If you've ever wondered how to program your online game, you now know.
That's one of the methods.
Yeah.
That's the method that Goomblegurt uses, anywho.
Yep.
That's how you Goomble the Gurt.
I have another 2 games I'd like to talk about.
Nice.
Grid Shock, for one.
Grid Shock.
Someone randomly advertised it on my page, and I was like, I'll click the links that I'm advertised. I won't click green flag if it looks like spam, but if it looks good,
you get extra respect if you don't put a link and just ask the name of the game.
Yeah, the name of the game
could it have
is
been
accepted.
Grid Shock. That's iconic.
Could the comment possibly have been by Saharsh Dude Studios, just saying "play Grid Shock"?
It was in fact just a "play Grid Shock" comment. It was.
Then ScratchRunning also got that one, and this person really wanted us to play Grid Shock.
This person's definitely spamming.
Let's be real.
It worked.
But I did check it out, and I do check out when people send me stuff. It's just often spam. But this was really
you send isn't good.
I appreciated this because it was actually a really good game. It was very cool. It had it's almost like a Redstone platformer puzzle game.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the pixel art is great.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to record as another Epsilord solo playthrough and whatnot. I wanted to record some Grid Shock today. I worked on the SFRT logo before, then did some animating, then wanted to record that, and instead I went to IKEA.
Nice.
So that's what happened today instead of that.
Did you get any meatballs?
I did not get any meatballs. It was a.
That's why you go to IKEA.
What is that Rick and Morty meme? It's like the 20-minute adventure in and out.
20 minutes in and out.
Let's go. In and out.
Yeah. But instead of the meme going bad, then where they they're screaming in the next frame, it was actually just a very quick I speed ran IKEA basically.
Yo,
a difficult task.
I knew what I had to get.
Have you ever played hide and seek at an IKEA?
No, that sounds amazing.
Sounds like a good way to get lost.
Yeah. You fall to the back rooms or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
You BLJ off the bunk bed that they tell you not to climb up.
Guys,
you end up in a parallel IKEA.
Don't go to an IKEA at BLJ, okay? Worst mistake of my life.
You're not supposed to BLJ up the escalator.
One thing I did get at this IKEA was oat milk, basically. An oat drink. But chocolate flavored. I don't know if they have this in other countries as well, in IKEA and other countries. But holy smokes, this oat chocolate drink is one of the tastiest things I've tasted in a while.
Cool.
Go away with your soda segments. This is it's not a soda, but
oat segment, oat milk segment.
This is the oat segment, right? The IKEA
segment.
IKEA brand oat drink. Chocolate flavored. This is amazing.
I mess with oats.
4 or 5 packs.
I feel it
of that. Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom would only buy soy milk, and I would have oat milk every now and then too. And they put a little vanilla in there. Yep. Ooh, yum.
I don't know what they did with this one. It's probably not healthy.
Just sweet. It's just a lot of sugar, a lot of vanilla.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I got a lot of that.
Yeah.
So that was my trip to IKEA instead of playing Grid Shock, which is a cool game.
It is a
check
cool
out.
game.
It's a bit
cool
older.
Game.
Also, don't play that on Turbo Warp because it just somehow
just
crashes
breaks.
Turbo Warp.
I shared it with the
Why
peeps
does it
here.
crash on Turbo Warp and not Scratch? Like, Turbo Warp's supposed to be the good one.
Have a check block if compiler clones self a billion times.
Yeah, probably.
Is that actually what they do?
No, there's no way.
Surely not.
There's no way. There's no way. The second game is Vectoid Tower Defense 3D version 1.4.
Vectoid T3D.
By one of the best game devs on Scratch, Giganij.
Yeah, whatever
this guy.
that man's called.
Guy makes some good games.
I agree.
Guy makes some very good games.
It's also, I've yet to see a tower.
Wait,
like
I've been reading
game.
this guy's name as Genji. No,
yeah,
that's IJE. I can't read.
I mean, I have two. And now I'm reading as Giganij.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? You make some good games, and Vectoid Tower Defense is a good tower defense
cool
game.
Guy.
It's a genuinely good tower defense game.
Yeah.
I used to love playing tower defense games as a kid, and there's
Honestly,
so much cool stuff in this.
I have yet to see a tower defense game that doesn't like somehow catch me, even if it's really trashy. And this one is not. This one is really well made. But somehow tower defense games are always fun.
Yeah, speaking of 3D, something else 3D got onto top loved. It was Apple 3D. So far one of my favorite 3D Scratch platformers.
Yep.
It actually looks pretty good.
Doesn't happen often that we get a good one. Somebody or a bunch of people made like their 3D Minecraft, but that's not really a platform.
Yeah, a lot of people make like they try to basically bring in a game that exists and kind of make a worse version of it. And I think that's a cool like party trick, but I don't think it's like very creative. So I really appreciate when people just genuinely make like a new game, especially.
Except remember that one Portal 3D thing? That was kind of sick.
Oh, I thought you meant different Portal game.
No, I think it was just like Portal 3D on Scratch. I don't remember.
I mean, that is impressive.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
They even got like the, when you look into the portal, you see the, what you would see through the portal.
Did they do
that? That is impressive on scratch.mit.it.
I think they might have done it.
I remember Scratch 3D game, but I don't remember them doing that.
Hold on now. But this portal, this tower defense game, brilliant.
Incredible. It's really good. Really, really good. Yeah. And then, Karen, you want to talk about Apple 3D?
Yeah, Apple 3D. It's supposed to be a recreation, I think, of the first 9 levels of Apple by Griffpatch. That one game everyone speedruns. It's pretty good. The camera's a bit weird, but so is Super Mario 64.
Yeah, so it goes. So it takes a while to master.
It's the first to ever do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the one I saw, the Portal one, did not do the thing with the.
No, that's so much work. That would lag it so hard.
Especially if you just like kept, looking through like a mirror, basically.
In any case, fellas, soda segment. We've waited for a soda segment so long, and I have something to share with you all. And it's I'll be honest, it's sort of a degradation of the format. It's sort of a corruption, if I were to say.
Oh no! Is it the old milk segment?
Is the segment soda?
It's vaguely soda associated. Have you ever?
Is it even a segment?
It is a segment. Have you ever had one of those Coke like soda flavor mixer machines where you mix a bunch of flavors?
the Coke Freestyle machine?
The Coke Freestyle. I would like to tell...
They have one of those at Wingstop.
I'd like to tell you about something right now. I'd like to tell you about this new product.
What are they doing?
Kraft Heinz unveils Heinz Remix, the first customizable digital sauce dispenser with over 200 possible condiment creations. Heinz Remix gives the users the power to personalize their sauces like never before.
Yeah.
I mean, ketchup is a liquid with sugar in it, so is this
ketchup a soda? Oh no.
The launch of Heinz Remix is a first for the sauce category and food service industry. Heinz is no stranger to unique sauce combinations that satisfy fans' cravings and needs. Hello, Mayo Chup. Now Heinz Remix is taking personalized sauces to new heights.
That's called cocktail sauce.
Who up personalizing their sauce?
Who's up personalizing their sauce? This freestanding machine is touchscreen operated, enabling consumers to first select from a range of bases. Currently Heinz ketchup, ranch, 57 sauce, and barbecue sauce. Then personalize further with one or more enhancers, currently jalapeno, smoky chipotle, buffalo, and mango. I would like to point out the audacity that in their permutations of discussing every possible sauce, that they are including someone doing something such as ranch, jalapeno, smoky chipotle, buffalo, mango sauce.
So
honestly, that sounds kind of pog, but
you only have one base of the sauces.
It's kind of like a soda stream. Like you kind of mix and match.
Yeah,
it's like a Coke freestyle. You put a little ranch, put a little barbecue, put a little ketchup.
They actually had Mezzo Mix on the Coke freestyle machine.
We talked about that once. That there's Mezzo Mix in Germany, which just combines the soda, Fanta, and Coca-Cola. Yeah. But nowhere else in the world they have it. Also, to Clab's Heinz remix machine.
Heinz remix.
This strikes me as a moment like, the human race didn't have to go to the moon. They just wanted to see if they could.
To see if they could. Good quote. Nick, this is a quote
but they didn't stop to think.
Why?
About whether or not they should.
This is from Alan Kleinerman, Vice President of Disruption at Kraft Heinz, which is a very interesting title, by the way.
Is that on his business card?
That's his business card. He's the Vice President of Disruption, which is like a villain, like a cartoon
this dude
character.
Is disrupting.
What is his name again?
Alan Kleinerman.
Honestly, Dr. Kleineman could be such a good villain.
Dr. Kleineman,
Vice
President,
of Disruption.
That is like,
I want to know
in Elden Ring or like in what says it like below his name.
That's the boss name.
Alan Kleineman, Vice President
of Disruption.
Tarnished, you have not known the taste of smoky mango sauce, and now before the Erd Tree. You will know it as the flavor last.
And he's just standing there holding like 2 tubes of sauce.
Standing there. Mayo shop isn't even an option.
It's not. Great. Well, I guess it isn't an option because you can't take. It's
no
not.
Mayonnaise.
It doesn't support base mixing, and it doesn't look like there's mayo in there.
You know what does support base mixing? The Coke freestyle machine.
Well, does that let you just select 2 stuffs at once?
Yes. You can put half of it as Coke, and half of it as Fanta, as God intended.
Out here in the States, you have to do that manually. You have to basically be like a little tricksy and like go back and start selecting different sodas.
Yeah.
No, you do have to switch back. You can hold the button for as long as you want.
You could probably do this with the sauce mixer. Yes.
It's freestyle.
Klebs, what did Dr. Kleineman
Yes, this is what the Vice President of Disruption had to say. Heinz Remix is a great example of this consumer-first approach to innovation while changing the game for food service operators and sauce lovers. Dipping will never be the same. With Heinz Remix, it's more than a sauce dispenser. It's an insight engine and business model enabler that will help Kraft Heinz understand and respond to consumer trends and flavor preferences in real time. Who knows?
Who's
Maybe
buying
our
Heinz
next
Remix?
New sauce combination will come from a super fan using Heinz Remix.
I'll make you eat those words.
You know what?
Who's buying a Heinz Remix? Hot dog stands?
I thought about buying.
Most places don't let you put the sauce on yourself.
I thought about buying the $5,000 like Enter the Gungeon arcade machine. I did not, by the way. But I that thing where you like see something that's really cool and you consider it for half a second before realizing money's a thing. I'm not considering buying a Heinz machine.
Yeah, you know who else has impulse thoughts sometimes about buying arcade cabinets?
Is it Kieran?
It's
Travis?
me.
Like a Dance Dance Revolution cabinet?
I need to resist the urge.
What do those things even cost nowadays?
I don't know.
Like an old one?
You get a pad.
Being used.
You get a pad, plug it into a GameCube.
I could probably just
Build
make
your
my own pad.
Yeah. As long as it has every time we
Yeah.
touch by Cascada, we're good.
I mean, you can probably find the chart on Stepmania.
I'm an I little butterfly.
I'm your little butterfly dude.
Person
DDR
myself.
second mix.
That's the one I'm all about.
They removed that song from DDR.
What the heck? What the heck?
So-
That's like
so
the
Claps,
DDR song.
It's probably on older mixes, but I can't find it on A20. So rev up that Stepmania.
What are you gonna ask, Nick?
Oh, no, I was just going to ask if you're considering getting a Heinz remix machine.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a little interested. I feel like I can slot this next to the refrigerator and just be like, man.
How big is it?
Nick, it's a soda freestyle mix machine, but it has sauce in
it. Oh my goodness.
It's that big.
It's a big one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's gonna be
it's a
tough.
lot of room for sauce, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I have a garden now.
I'm gonna say it. I'm not enough of a sauce lover to justify that purchase.
Ooh, you're not a sauce lover. Ooh.
I'm not a sauce lover.
What is your go-to sauce with fries?
Are you asking me, Dr. Kleinerman?
The vice president of disruption.
Disruption. It's me. I'm on the podcast now. I noticed you guys were talking about my.
I'm changing my server owner role to president of disruption.
I'm the vice president of disruption, and I think you aren't seeing the bigger picture.
President of disruption.
Have you ever
Never considered.
been eating a bit of an omelette or a bit of a cheeseburger, and you were like, oh, if only this had the smoky goodness that comes with other sauces not equipped in my kitchenette.
Yep.
This is what I introduced you. Oh, see this 7x8 foot machine I've placed in your living room. You see this enormous chunk of industrial machinery that whirs like a dying cat? Well, with a simple press of 2 buttons, you can infuse the smoky chipotle into your sweet, creamy ranch dressing.
I have never considered like just kicking someone from a call before.
You don't want me, Vice President of Disruption?
Vice president of disruption?
Ooh. If you make an enemy out of me, I'll disrupt your podcast on the regular.
This guy will probably disrupt my life.
It's a sauce podcast now. What's your favorite sauce?
I don't know.
I'm a barbecue sauce main.
Ooh, good choice.
Barbecue sauce goes.
Can we talk to Clabs again? I'm getting scared.
Guys, he's tied me up. He's tied me up on a chair with like a silly string wrapped around me. I don't know.
Oh, heck no.
I know. Shut up, Clabs. I'm doing a pitch right now.
I'm gonna have to put more points into vigor if I want to strike down the president of disruption.
That's right. I killed in 2 hits. You don't have enough time to use your Estus flask. See if you can dodge this.
Maybe I
Mayo
think
chip combo.
You should put some ketchup in your Estus flask.
Oh, have you considered putting your Estus flask inside of the Heinz remix machine to add a smoky
spicy
mango swirl?
I am not, sir. Please.
Wow. That's it. Spicy
That's
Korean crimson tears. That's what I want.
Oh, what a good combo.
Zahil.
Very good, boy. Very good show.
This is me closing the door on Mr. Kleineman.
I'm about to save and quit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Reload the podcast.
Oh, guys, you saved me. You saved me. Oh, my apartment just smells like sauce. It just smells like
Don't worry.
sugar
We can clear it out.
and ketchup and barbecue.
It's fine. We can clean it out and we'll get you a Coke freestyle.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I could really go for a mix of a Sprite and a Fanta with a little bit of strawberry and a little bit of mango.
Yeah. What flavor
Sprite and
Fanta?
Fanta.
We can do that.
Cursed.
Put the Coke freestyle next to the Step Maniacs pad and hope you don't spill any mezzo mix
Guys,
on the panels.
This Heinz freestyle machine is gargantuan.
That's how cursed it is.
It's stuck in my room right next to the DDR pad and the Go Freestyle and my Millipede arcade machine.
You're Enter the Gungeon arcade machine, which is real, by the way. That game is great, and that
Minecraft Dungeons card game arcade cab.
I'm really bad at Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, it is a terribly difficult
It's a game,
but it is so cool.
I got a question. What do you guys think the new consoles are going to look like?
Oh, right! We asked that last time. And I think
That
it's
was
about time we
2 episodes ago.
or we reply or just, acknowledge some of the answers we got.
Yeah.
Can I give you my
really cool that
personal
people
answer? And then we
Give
can
us your personal answer.
let's all give our own real answer, and then let's read what our commenters. I genuinely think if we're gonna get a new Nintendo console, I think they're gonna ride the Switch to the end. I think they're ready to go perma Switch.
I think consoles are done.
You
think?
Microsoft's completely spec'd into Windows 11.
I see.
Sony's going with the PSVR. I think the PS5 is going to be the last one.
I don't think there's going to be a PS5 6.
I don't think Sony has exclusives anymore.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why they're going into VR.
It's interesting because it's Nintendo won the console war, but they didn't really win. They won the console battle, but they didn't win the corporation war.
Maybe, but they're just good at staying in their
Switch
niche
is
of fun
just
consoles, and I think
they
from Nintendo, I would expect some sort of new spin on the take, on the whole consoles thing. But I agree with you, Clabs. It's a lot more probable that they're just gonna do something with the Switch again and just have it be more powerful again.
Yeah, I think in 6 years we're gonna get either an upgraded Switch, or they're going to basically resell the Switch and make you buy all the games over again.
Oh goodness.
It's going to be the Switch U with very vaguely different UI, and then they port all the games over from Switch.
The Joy-Cons actually have 2 extra buttons that Switch games don't support.
Yep. See that?
Isn't that just the new 3DS? Because that has ZL and ZR buttons
That's true.
Only are supported on the main menu in one game.
Wow. That's
real.
But isn't it a new 3DS also have stronger CPU?
Oh, for sure.
That's true. The new 3DS, I'm running the new 3DS with an OXL.
All right, let's read some of these comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, NCTV Dash said, I think the next console is Nintendo Switch Deluxe. So that's exactly what you said, Claps, probably.
That's the most likely thing.
And then we have Magar12345. I guess the next generation console is new Nintendo Switch DS Lite XL with the new fishing minigame.
That's just a
with the new fishing minigame.
A double screen Switch, which again would just be weird.
It's a Switch U.
It's a Switch U.
And our boy Galastar, with a 1 instead of the L, said, the PS6 will be a booster seat, the Nintendo iPhone will be a remote controller, and the Xbox bathroom will contain Halo donuts.
This will be Xbox in 2012.
Probably. This will be Xbox at some point.
Bathroom?
I mean, the original, the current Xbox, what's it called? The Xbox T-Series S4.
Oh my goodness.
Deluxe.
What happened to the Xbox
That's a fridge. Fun fact, Xbox is actually an acronym for Xbox One X.
Also, to get, if we can, because we're running a bit low on time, unfortunately.
I got my braces removed today.
What?
Oh, nice.
You're only telling us now?
I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it earlier, but we forgot.
Okay, so we're just gonna skip over the other answer and or the other question, and just maybe do that next time. Instead, I just want to shout out Italian Shkloopy and Friends. It's real.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's been a lot of Shkloopy and Friends dubs.
If you want to see an Italian actually say "Mamma Mia," that's a checkmate in Italian.
That's the project.
That's the project, and I'm saying it now. I'm gonna make. I don't know, Claps. You have to tell me if it's actually possible or not. These are none of this is real until Clap says so.
This isn't canon, is it?
Anybody, I'm gonna make a Shloopy emote, like a Shloopy my Baloopy emote or something.
Yo.
And everybody who makes a good Shloopy like dub in a language that hasn't been done before gets this emote for the SRCast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. That's good.
I'm pulling it out.
Cody Cat made a Japanese dub too.
What?
Yeah, so there's also a text-to-speech one, but I don't think that counts. You have to be speaking.
That's not a dub.
You have to dub it in
Real
a
dub.
language that you're speaking.
That's not a
If you don't
checkmate.
speak it, but you somehow make it work, I don't know.
But
Mamma mia, das ist checkmate.
absolutely, I love that.
Yep. So I'm calling it now. The big Schloopening. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's Schloopening. Is all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
The GIF is still on my cube upload in case I want to show it to Scratch commenters.
Yes. I think that's a great way to get people motivated. And of course, the Italian Shloopy release will get one.
Pretty
Claps
good
will
dub.
get one. I will get one.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can go on and post your Schloopies and then
It's kind of funny that Scratch project's just a classic.
it's such a classic. Claps, you have like taken over my brain with Schloopies.
Shloopy
And I'm here for it. I'm all for it.
Listen, there eventually, without spoiling anything, there's a chance Shloopy may return.
In a movie? In a movie?
The Shloopy the movie. Well, I'm not gonna
The Super Shloopy Bros movie?
Maybe. We might see the Super Shloopy Bros movie with Jack Black as Glingy and Chris Pratt as Shloopy.
Oh, I love it. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Would it really be Shloopy and Friends if you're not the voice of all the friends?
No, it
That's
wouldn't
true.
be. That's right. I have to do a whole hour-long feature length, basically animatic, where I do all of the voices.
Isn't that just
My
basically...
status right now is Scratch Animations peaked at Dragon's Air, which is now a YouTube web series.
Ah,
But Shloopy and Friends is also up there.
so true. So true. Are any of you into like Marvel movies these days?
Can't remember the last time I watched one.
Okay. Then none of this will make sense.
I'm not a hater,
So-
but I do. I
No.
do. I guess the
They
actual
basically-
answer is I watch them, but I am a hater.
The main villain now is Kang the Conqueror, which like his whole spiel
Huh?
is that there's like he is the villain, but him in other like multiverses or in other universes is also of course there. So they're fighting each other also to conquer their universe or the other universe. So this guy, I'm wondering if the credits at some point of a Marvel movie will just be this guy like 20 times or 100 times.
I do know this
Um,
plot because I watched the Loki show.
Yeah. So
Oh, there's TV shows now?
Yes.
yeah, the Loki one is actually really cool. I like the ending of that.
Yeah.
And then another one is coming. Am I really advertising for Marvel?
Not on this podcast.
Get them out. Kick them off. Listen.
Some
Marvel.
of them are good.
There are
Go play
worse.
Yeah.
Fluff.
Go play the rhythm game the Egg That Dino guy made.
Yeah. Oh wait, Egg That Dino made a rhythm game.
The Egg That Dino guy made a rhythm game. It's called
I thought-
Retix.
I thought it was
It's
going
a
to be an Egg
4-key
That Dino
game
rhythm
with
game.
built-in mud charts.
What? I didn't know that was
So
the
you get
Egg That
the-
Dino guy.
Yeah, Cola Swing Studio.
What?
Gonna have to
Yeah.
check that out.
Well, they've made a bunch of games since.
Yeah.
Is this a new Egg That Dino?
Egg That Dino 3 isn't that good. I'm going to say it.
Fair enough.
Oh.
2's the best one.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah.
2 is pretty good though. That's cool. I'm actually really.
That Di-
That's awesome
Egg
that
That
they've
Dino
made
2 is a
so many.
classic.
That they've made a bunch of new stuff. Every night, like I'm the type of scratcher that drops a banger project and then makes a couple filler projects, and it takes a year for me to make like another banger project. But
you make projects?
I do make projects.
Nice.
Most of them are
Nice.
comics right now.
That's fair.
But these all look like a bunch of like cool little games, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always respect when
Yeah,
somebody can
shout out
actually
to
pump out more
Freetix.
games than
Listen, after I finish Gummelgur 2, I was gonna say 3 for some reason.
2.
I
You almost said 3.
I kind of want to pump out a bunch of just like smaller games.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then you just start making. I always forget the name. Urnimvesity.
Urnimvesity. Listen,
which takes just a lot more time.
I want to make Urnimvesity. I'm just not even good enough at programming to make it because I don't have to do all the UI stuff.
Someday.
Scratch.
Anyways, I gotta say we gotta call it a day. That even rhymed, so it's true.
Oh yeah.
Bars.
There's a fish, and Nick is reeling it in.
I'm reeling it, but before I do, I'm like kind of swinging the like fishing rod around, just telling you thank you for listening, thank you for being excited about games we're working on, about games Collapse is working on, about games Yes Quite is working on.
Friendship Forces!
And thank you for being excited about Shkloopy and Friends and whatnot. You guys are really great.
Especially thank you to Joses and Truly Azul Productions.
Yep.
For their continued support of the ScratchRunning Podcast.
So true. Check us out on YouTube if you like.
Yeah,
we are also on Spotify and Anchor because somebody asked
Anchor
recently.
Actually just kind of got absorbed by Spotify.
Oh.
So it's just Spotify now.
Yep.
The URL is still a thing, but it just redirects to Spotify.
Oh, odd.
Very interesting. Very
odd.
But yeah.
Thank you all.
Just a big thank you.
Bye.
ScratchRunning has been... okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well,
in that case, the fish...
The recording is now... Yeah, the recording is now stopped.
Boop.
Shkloop.
Beep, boop, beep.